microphone. Yes, please. Andreas Felber, ORF TV. Question to both of you. Poland with Lewandowski or Poland without Lewandowski? Where's the big difference? Well, please, after you. Well, we expect that Lewa will be playing tomorrow and that also Lewandowski is playing. So it doesn't basically change a lot with our way of playing. So basically, they will play what they've been playing, basically. Well, of course, Lewandowski is the player in Poland, and everyone tries to pass to him, in particular if they turn the speed. And I think that he will be playing tomorrow. Well, I just agree what the coach said. In Munich, I had the joy to play together with him for 1 year, and therefore I know his qualities. I know that he's an exceptional player. And for us as a team, when it comes to the tactics, nothing will change. But basically, you should not give him too much space around the box, in the box. And this is basically the difference that we, the defenders, have to expect, because he can actually score from any situation, and we have to prevent that. Harald Bartelt, a follow-up question with regards to Lewandowski, to the head coach. Do you actually then really talk about Lewandowski in more particular in the team meeting, or is he just one out of many? Well, Marcel said it already. In particular, in the box, he is dangerous. And we have to make sure that we try to prevent him getting balls and that we try to probably play the game according to our way of playing and to control it. And I think if we do it like this, he won't be able to be in situations where he can actually play his qualities. Well, Mr. Hakel from the Standard. Well, head coach, one question that you may not answer. Will there be any changes with regards to your players? And in Poland, they always say it'll be a quite brutal or violent match. What do you think about that? Well, you answered your first question. I will not answer this question. And the second question you asked, well, the importance of the match is clear. And it actually has playoff character. So the team that wins the match tomorrow has basically good cards and good chances to proceed to the next phase. So therefore, it's a game and a match you have to win, absolutely clear to us. And into which direction it will develop on the pitch depends on how we play, how we get our football onto the pitch. And this is what we're going to focus on. Andreas Herdenrich from the Courier, head coach. So basically, we expect Mr. Rauner in the first 11. So will he play? Good try. Next question. Well, we actually saw during training, everyone is ready to play. Yes, everyone is ready to play. We don't have any defaults, so no one is injured or whatever. A question to Marcel Sabitzer. How do you internally, within the team, do you cope with the pressure that is set on your team? Because you know that it's a match tomorrow that needs to be won. Well, pressure is always there. You can put yourself under pressure as well. But in the team, we have a way of coping with specific situations, how we deal with each other as well. We are always open and honest. We address things openly and clearly. And we already said to each other that we want to win the match tomorrow. Well, Poland basically will talk the same to each other internally. But if I think about the last match, where we didn't play on a top level, and I think if we change those things, if we follow our principles and our intensities, and if we bring all that on the pitch, then we have good chances to win tomorrow. Well, from the Gastinger Presse. So, which team can you compare Poland with? So which team that you've played the last 2 years? Very difficult to say, because every team has its own way of playing football. And we basically think that they will have a three-line central defense and have a five-chain, a five-row. I think they played the last games with a 5-3-2, and therefore we believe they will play like this tomorrow. Well, we've had some opponents that played like this against us. For example, Italy in a test match, Estonia during the qualifiers, and the one of the last tests when we played Serbia. So it's not the first time that we have an opponent that has five in the back. And I think they will have two forward. And yeah, well, opponents like this we've had on the pitch in the past. Well, Michael Färber from Berlin Morning Post. One question to both of you. So can the 5 yellow cards from the previous games become dangerous with regards to this Poland game, or also with regards to the knockout phase? Well, basically, everyone in the knockout phase starts with 0 yellow cards. Well, probably it may be relevant for playing Netherlands or something like that. Yeah, I can totally agree. Well, Mr. Rangnick, so I think you were here in the Olympic Stadium twice. 3 times. 3 times. So once you won, once you lost. So is this stadium a good place for you, and what memories do you have? Also, a question probably for Mr. Sabitzer. I have quite good memories, but this is because of the good wins when we won versus Hertha. So that's the reason why I really have good memories with regards to the stadium. So not talking about cup finals. Well, cup finals, it was when we played MSV Duisburg and FC Bayern Munich. They were totally different games. But the stadium will be sold out tomorrow. Then the stadium is just extraordinary, extraordinary atmosphere. We just had a look at the pitch. The pitch is in perfect condition. The weather will be amazing tomorrow. So everything is set and ready for an amazing match. Let me talk about the pressure. Well, we said we want to qualify for this tournament. And as soon as we were qualified, we said we want to proceed to the next phase, although having the most difficult opponents. But nevertheless, it's not a situation now where we say, oh, we have to win a game. No, it was clear from the beginning. If we want to proceed to the next phase, we have to win at least 2 matches. So now we would like to hear your memories with regards to the stadium. Well, the finals were not that good. So I played twice here, lost twice, lost versus Bayern Munich and versus Dortmund. But nevertheless, we were quite successful in the league. So I actually shot a goal from 35 meters distance. So now it's a good time to repeat that. Well, Tobias Blank for the ARD. Mr. Rangnick, how do you perceive the mood in Germany and the level of the players, if you were able to see it outside of your team? Well, the atmosphere, the mood is amazing. Also, if you have a look at how much support the teams get from the fans. So we also double-checked things in the hotel, and well, I think the weather is going to be nicer. And what we saw on TV, it was amazing. We had great support with the fans. And when I think about Austria and what happened in Düsseldorf, I think many Austrian fans are on their way to Berlin. So I think tomorrow it'll be a fantastic atmosphere. And we have to contribute our part and make our share. And we have to make sure that we have double passes with our fans. Are there any further questions? Here in the center, please. Florian Haselmeier, my name. So you play left offensive role here in the national team more than in your league team. What are the differences for you? And is this role also imaginable to play it in the national team? Well, the role is a bit different. Well, we play with three tenors that get quite close to the center. But of course, there are also situations where you have to go to the wings and get broader. If you follow the games in the matches in Dortmund, you see that I'm on the pitch, all over the pitch. So not only on the left side. So I play basically where the coach says I have to play. I know I can play better than I played versus France. This is what I expect from myself. But I feel well, I'm well trained, and I'm ready for tomorrow.
Marcel, you mentioned your goal at this stadium from 35 meters. We've seen some great goals scored from distance in this tournament. What does it take to score a goal like that? What are the most important things to get right in your technique when you shoot from distance?
Ja, da kommt natürlich einiges zusammen. Du brauchst die Schusstechnik dafür.
There are many things that come together. You need the shot technique, you need the self-confidence just to take the shot. And if you followed my past, you could see very good goals. And therefore, I bring all this with me to be successful in front of the goal. And we mentioned it the last couple of days that long distance goals are a very important means. And sometimes we just, have short passes 20 meters away from the goal. And I think you just have to take your heart, you just have to be brave and then just shoot. And of course, there's the chance that you score a goal. And the topic in the team is that we really have to define ourselves through distance goals. Head coach, you said a draw will not help any of the two teams, but with 1 point, you'd have a realistic chance before playing the last match in the group phase when playing Holland, the Netherlands, I mean. So do you think about such a scenario? Well, our way of playing is not oriented towards a draw, not even in the 80th minute. And if the result will be a draw, each of the two teams tomorrow may have the chance, but then Poland has to beat France and we have to beat the Netherlands. And this is a situation that you don't want to have necessarily. So therefore, we are going to play to win. And I think the head coach of Poland will tell his team the same. And all the other things are just calculations that are of no use. So we will start our play and invest everything to win. Well, a question to the head coach. Mr. Frankowski said that Poland has a better squad if you look at the names. But what do you think about that? Well, we will see tomorrow whether that's the case. I think the truth lies on the pitch. And, well, the question that was raised last time, today it wasn't raised, the question with regards to the favorite. Basically, it doesn't matter. We have to fulfill our performance, bring it onto the pitch, and we also have to enjoy our match and our game. And we need a good mixture of aggressive play, compact play, and we also need the necessary joy when playing in order to get chances and score. Obviously, there are not any questions anymore. Oh, there is one hand. Peter Lindner, a question to the captain. Marcel, Monday's performance basically said that there is a negative feeling. So is there anything, can you basically level out this movement, this negative movement? Well, what do you mean? The situation with the coach. Well, of course, you realize it. There were some talks, but when you play a Euro and you have a first match when you play France, then in this case, basically, well, you don't care about that. But of course, when something happened, then something happens. But I'm here with the national squad and the focus is totally on the matches. Well, that was the last question. That was the last answer. Thank you very much for your attention. See you tomorrow. Thank you very much.